What's going on, YouTubers? What's poppin'? East New York's finest, hosted by yours truly, Mike. Still recovering from my shoulder injury, but I wanted to show you guys something that I had longer than my marriage and everything. This is how much weight I lost. Of course, I'm gonna look a little big because of this big ass shirt I'm wearing, but that's my baby right there. 48 regular. I'm gonna show you something. I decided to do a couple of things differently. I always rep the Marine Corps because I'm a vet and I'm a Marine. Excuse me. I was looking at one of my chests. Of course, you know this stuff is big on me. It's baggy. And this is the OG wear. I was an E7, and anybody know these stripes? That stands for 10 years or more. Basically, anything. It goes for 10 years up to like another bar. You know, it's like basically every 10 years. So that just basically showed that I, you know. This is pretty cool. And this is my baby. This is me. Show you guys just how much weight I lost. Damn. I'm gonna stab myself with this shirt. Even though I'm not that trusting of the government nowadays, but still in all, one can't deny one's true self. A lot of institutions make people who they are, whether it's positive or negative. So, some people are like, oh my God, no. Be quiet. Relax. Relax and enhance your calm. I haven't had this on in years, because last time, like 2 years ago, I tried this on. I had it clean. And tailored. So, it ain't like you guys never seen legs out there before. I just wanted to show you guys the progress on how much I came down. And stuff like that, man. This is, oh my goodness. I feel like crying just trying this thing on, man. It's amazing. Anybody know, or anybody ever served in the military know, you know, you know. And as a military personnel, all your clothes should fit even without belts and stuff, and you probably can't see, but as you can see, I never grew. Same size, and basically this is how, you know, my dress blue is supposed to fit. I have my regular PT clothing and everything else. Just wanna, ow, my shoulder. Just want to show you guys. This is just amazing, man. I saw this and I was laughing, and. It wasn't one of those. My shoulder's killing me. It wasn't one of those bags of mine. The cleaner, like you know, like the cleaner's bag. Just to show you guys. Of course, the pants and the thigh area, as you can see, are a lot bigger. Because back then I used to always like, you know, back then I was, you know. I didn't like fitted. Nobody really liked fitted like that. Even though the military does give you a little leeway. And back then I was a lot brolic. Same size I am now, just a lot more muscular. So, you know, I had real big legs and calves and a big chest, big arms. But this is still my uniform. exact uniform. This is why I know a lot of people that they get rid of their stuff over time, and I always tell people why. Why would you do it? Like I would never do it personally. I just thought, what better way? Because I do rep, and there's a lot of military personnel and brothers and sisters up here, and I just wanted to rep for them, and at the same time show pride for my branch of the government that I serve. Because you know, haters hate. It's hard for me to maneuver because of my shoulder surgery, so that's why it's taking me a long time. Not because it's tight, it's because of my shoulder. I didn't do no alterations or anything. Still can't believe it, man. Older guy lost so much weight. It's amazing, man. Ah. Can't believe it, man. Cannot believe it. Look at that. Oh, man. I had to show this guy. I had to show this to you guys, man. And it's, wow. Like, look at that. Still fits perfect. All these years, man. Comfortable fit, too. Very, very comfortable. And I chose, this is what I wanted to be buried in, so. Of course, you know, when you're deceased, there's alterations and there's things they do that can alterate what you do and all that. I gotta find my name tag and some of my other medals. I have stuff scattered all over the place, you know. And mind you, I'm putting this on with this big denim, this big, you know, not denim, but this real big, thick, white Jordan t-shirt, so it's amazing. You know, the top button was always the worst. It's the way they do that way, so that way your collar helps fit more snug. You know, that's how it is when you color guard, man. Oh, man, that shoulder. But just amazing, man. When I saw it, I was like, you know what? I have to, like, I have to show a video on that, man. I just have to, man, because a lot of people know that that I serve, and all that stuff. So, yes, I did serve. It's funny because the pants. They purposely make your waist has to be tailored to fit a certain. That's just the military does not play. They'll tell you to stop eating and lose weight before they sit there and let you keep altering uniforms, because technically the military. Anybody who ever served know that the military goes by, they're very strict. Nowadays they're a lot more lenient, but back when I served they were really, really tough on your height and weight they go by that nonsense. But it's always easier to walk and sit when when I had huge ass Jean-Claude Van Damme legs, muscular legs, and incredible Hawk thighs, and Michael Jai White's upper body. So it's crazy, but it all fit. My shoulder hurts, but it all fits perfect, as you see. It fits perfect to the T. Everything up to the ankle, all the way up to the neck. I know my hat's here because I see the hat all the time. But I need to start putting everything together. Of course, over the years, my belt, My belts, has stains and stuff in it and whatnot. But anyway, that was just something I was like, you know what? Let me I'm gonna do a video showing that I can still fit in my uniform, man. My dress blues. Yeah. It's amazing, man. Anyway. Whew. I'm also going back to a gaming PC. I'm tired of these all-in-ones and all this other jibber jabber. So, I had a kid I know named Mike. He's big into gaming and stuff, so he looked out for me, hooked me up, and gave me this big monster. And yeah, so doing something there, and I actually have it here right now. I'm over here looking at it, but shoulder's killing me. Just bear with me a second. All right, so this is the big behemoth, and as you can see, these monster, I can't say the word now. These monstrous, that's not the word, but anyway, these big fans, and it has buttons here to help cool down the fans and stuff right here. This is a beast, and whatnot. And you see how huge those fans are. This is something I really, really love, and it is a Core i7. It's a third generation, but it'll do everything I need. It's got DDR5 in there, 2 terabyte hard drive, the whole works. It has more fans. So there's 2 fans. Actually, there's 3 fans up top. No, 2. I'm sorry. You got 1 and then 2, as you can see there. Then this behemoth has another fan to the side. Then it has 2 more fans down here. And it's beautiful, man. I love it. I worked a deal out with him for it, and yeah, it doesn't have Wi-Fi, which is fine because my all-in-one computer right here also doesn't have Wi-Fi. It connects directly up to Ethernet, which is fine because that gives me even more faster, uninterrupted, gameplay and internet service. Because the more stuff you have hooked up to Wi-Fi, the slower your signal is. So that's pretty cool. Really, really nice. And it's funny because I have the Dell here, then I have another Dell screen here, but I might go with some big, crazy gaming monitor soon. So I'll just use what I have now, and then I have another one that I got from My Unique about a month or so ago, and that one was only $8. And I don't remember which one that is, but it is a nice one. And that one was $8, and I got it half, so I wound up paying $4 for it. Yes, it is a PC screen, so I'll use both of those. Maybe I'll go downstairs and use one of my TVs. I don't know yet, because I think I have a 32-inch smart TV that doesn't have a base, so I might just use that for now, because I could tell I could fit. I mean, I'll figure something out because I got some decent speakers, but I'm definitely gonna get a gaming keyboard and a gaming mouse because I want to get back into PC gaming. I've always loved PC gaming, and the last couple of PC laptops I purchased were like when I used to travel a lot, like when I went to Virginia a lot with my sister. My kids always took their handhelds. Isaiah had a DS at the time, and Mikey and Michelle had a PSP and a 3DS. So, and I didn't drive a lot. It was easier and cheaper for me just to pay for everybody's. And of course, we used the Chinese bus. Oh man, what did I just do here? I think I lifted this thing off the track. There it is. And it was easier for us just to hop on a train and just take the hour and 45-minute journey from 65th and DaCosta and the Rockaways to 42nd Street or Chinatown to head on the Chinese bus. Chinese bus was always cheaper to me. You know, Greyhound make too many stops. Chinese bus is like 3 or 4 stops. From New York, you know, we stop in Newark Penn Station. Then from there, there's one stop off the side of the road in Delaware. Then from Delaware, there's another stop in Maryland somewhere. Then from there, normally it was like I think the 2nd or 3rd stop in the Chesapeake Bay area of Virginia, where my sister and or at the time my brother-in-law would meet us. So it was like I said, it was a lot cheaper and less hassle to take public transportation to VA, and that's what I used to always use my whatchamacallit. A couple times I drove there with the wife and the kids. At the time when I was only driving, it was stressful. 6.5, almost 7-hour drive. The gas and the tolls going and coming. It was a lot cheaper taking a bus. Trust me. And oh man, that hurts. I think it's the way I put on my blazer, because I'm still recovering from shoulder surgery. Now today, I was contemplating on not going to. I kept hesitating on not going because it was beyond brick. It was brisk today at the Meadowlands. The wind was disgusting. Like the wind made the wind made the wind chill feel like it was in the teens. Like it was bleeding out there. That's how cold it was. And I went out there with all the extra video game stuff I had. I just wanted to get rid of it, and I think I sold the stuff. I undersold it, but I didn't care because for what I got from it, doesn't matter. I sold it. I was happy with what I got. The guy was happy with what it was. Everything I had, I didn't care. Because at the end of the day, I still made a profit off of everything. Not a lot, but enough to where I made my money back and a profit. So that was cool. And the guy, I really came back with nothing. I left with 3 big buckets. I mean, it was good for me. Set up with Tony. He already had he already had people bringing stuff to him. And stuff like that. Me, I didn't get much. I got like 3 games, and that was it. I don't think I got anything else. Yeah. Nobody had any toys or action figures for me. And I did a lot of walking around, even though it was cold. But, like 2.5, I think about an hour and a half, 2.5 hours in, I made that big sell of my video game stuff. And then the same guy brought like the little miscellaneous tub of toys I had, but I told him I needed both my tubs. Then I sold a couple of toys out of that before he brought it. Then I sold a couple of pieces of clothing that I brought with me. And yeah, that was it. And rest of the day I was just sleeping in Tony's truck, and just there. He wants to go to Englishtown tomorrow, so I might go. He said he'll probably leave around 7 or so. So he's going with his grandmother because grandmother wants to go. So I'll probably go with him. I don't know yet. I do need to go pick up some shelves and stuff, some more floating shelves and stuff, so I can finish off the other side of my man cave, which is Mikey's room. This is Isaiah's old room. Speaking on that, I'll get back to what I got today. It's not that relevant or important because it's not a lot of stuff. This video I don't really know this video, what I would call it. Just shooting the breeze, I guess, or not the breeze, but you know what I mean. I do need to pick up some stuff so I can. Anyway, so I don't know yet if I'm gonna go with him tomorrow. Still debating. So yeah, this was Isaiah's old room. Like I said, my daughter moved out. She moved down to Georgia. Voluntarily, it wasn't like it was nothing bad or nothing like that. Job opportunity. She wants to be on her own. She's 22. She graduated college. Very happy father, of course. No babies, no men, and baby mama drama, none of that stuff. I'm glad me and my wife raised our children right. I may be an a-hole, but I am a great father, and I believe to think I'm a loyal and decent husband. I won't go as far as say great, but I definitely would say I'm a great father. I would say good. You know, great could be a little overestimated. You know, and I always just try to bestow you know, good values in my children because I want them to grow up to be good, productive members of society. And so yeah, so I did a lot of painting. I painted 8 rooms. I painted the living room. The thing was, the living room wasn't supposed to have been painted. My original thing was to paint this whole man cave area, from the staircase that leads up and down from the man cave all the way up to both rooms. And I was like, I wanted to go with a gray, a nice gray, because you can do a nice gray through your whole house, especially like the foyer. All areas are always gray. Is a very, very good neutral and beautiful color to add to any contrast. Same thing with rose. Rose is really good for hints of like gold, brown, tannish. A lot of people don't like going with darker colors for like a living space area, like a living room and whatnot. People normally like to stay light. But I'm good with colors. I grew up, you know, on great furniture and stuff. I didn't grow up on IKEA and garbage discount store furniture. I grew up, you know, with my family dealing with Siemens and, you know, stuff like that. You know, Siemens and Raymond Flanagan and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I've always grew up with that. You know, great taste in, you know, I could be an interior decorator myself, to be honest. So I was gonna say. So yeah, I got rid of a lot of stuff. I got rid of all my old retro video game systems older than Nintendo. I had an Atari 2600, some other miscellaneous. Basically, whatever was older than the regular original NES, I'm not collecting. Handhelds, I'm sticking more to DS related stuff, Vita and PSP, because that's the stuff that's worth money and there's always collectability in that. The Game Gear I got rid of because that's a system that has a lot of issues, and to be honest, the battery, it's crazy. It takes too many batteries, and the gameplay, when you look at it, it's kind of crappy. So, and plus, I don't really take handheld systems anywhere. I damn sure ain't gonna take nothing that takes 12 batteries that can be wasted in an hour and a half, 2 hours. That's ridiculous. So I got rid of that as well. The guy brought all that. I wound up buying. I paid $30 for a Super Mario Edition DSi XL, which I already have one. Cleaned it up a little bit, made it more presentable. It works, and I put that in the deal, along with the Game Gear and the 6 or 7 games I had with it. 2 different PS ones. They both had they both have working Intertech screens, LED screens. Those screens are like $150. I mean, about $100 each anyway. Because the one I have, I wound up finding an original PlayStation, original Sony one that I used for mine. I didn't need 2 PS ones, so I gave that. Guy got a lot of stuff. He got a working PS2, 2 Wii's, working Nintendo 64, some other stuff, and then games, and of course he had the Atari trackball, which sells for like over $100 and something by itself. The ColecoVision is like another $1 and more because that was in a box. The Atari 2600 is in a box, so that's easy $100. And games for all of them. Only 2 games I kept was Spider-Man and G.I. Joe. Just because I like the way they look, and I'll probably wind up framing them and putting them somewhere. And of course, I kept the sealed copy of Frogger because I have that. I got that in one of my thrifting hunts. I think it was like $7.99, and the damn thing sold for $400, and that is sealed. So yeah. I did pick up Cyberpunk today. I picked up a used copy of it. I forgot if it was for the Xbox One or the PS4. I thought they made it for the PS5, but they said they didn't. I like getting used copies of games because if I don't like the game, I can always return it. So I'll probably play it for a little while and see how far I like it or whatnot. If not, I'll return it. I have 7 days to return it, get my money back. So, oh yeah. So yeah, and the other room. Excuse me. Yesterday, I brought up all the tubs downstairs that I decided that I wanted to go through. I decided to keep every retro 1980s or whatever toy. Because like a lot of this stuff over time, I have so much toys downstairs that I can keep every Marvel Legend and every high-end, every vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Thundercat, and He-Man I have, and keep everything down in the basement and still make 2 times more than what I spent on everything. Because like I said, over time, you know, all the money just kept recycling back in itself. So I didn't lose anything. And I still have a huge Barbie collection. I have a huge American Girl doll. The Barbie stuff, the American Girl doll and the Lego stuff will probably be the last 2 items I'd get rid of, because I'll do a big bulk on that. Because the Lego stuff I'm still going through. And it'll be the Lego brick. The Lego brick will be the next thing I sell. But I got so much Lego. I got like 5 or 6 bins I still have to go through. And I still have minifigures I'm building. So that's going to be crazy. So yeah, the American Girl dolls and the Lego stuff I'll hold on to. All the regular Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and vehicles, that stuff will be gone. I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of the Star Wars stuff. I do have some Star Wars vehicles hanging, like the Millennium Falcon, Luke's Power of the Force X-Wing fighter, and 2 TIE fighters, because Darth Vader's fighter that I have, it for some reason, the way it's built, it wouldn't hang. It wouldn't hang right. Let's put it that way. So I'm still going through. I'm looking at Marvel Legends as I'm talking to you guys. So excuse me if you think I'm being rude. I'm not. I'm actually talking and trying to think. So I do have some Marvel Legends stuff here that I'm looking at, and I'm trying to figure out which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to put on display, and which ones I'm not. I still want to pick up. I do have is it Sugar Man? I have the whole Sugar Man wave, but I really don't like it. I do like the book. Actually, I didn't. Let me stop lying. I didn't like how they crisscrossed and made everybody savagey and doofy looking, but I got it anyway. And since then, I'm gonna get rid of it, because for now, if I do get Marvel Legend builder figure waves, it's gonna be a wave I gotta have. Like the Joe Fix-It, I might get, just because it's the Gray Hulk in his suit, and it is cool. And sometimes, like most people do get the wave just to get the Fix-It figure, or just to get the builder figure, and then they sell off the other figures. Me, I try to get sets that I like the builder figure and the figures. And the Venom Pool, it's a big bulky character, and I do love the builder figure, the big bulky figures. So I do have some stuff here like Old Man Logan. He doesn't have his hat, but I'll put him on display just because he is Wolverine. I have like I think it's the Legendary Riders original Toy Biz Hulkbuster. Is it the whole, whatever the hell it is? I like it because it's big and bulky. I do have a Cable, no weapons or nothing for him, but he's really nice, and he's the Jim Lee fitted outfit version of him. I do have Angel. He's not Archangel because he doesn't have the purple and blue and all that stuff to him, but I like that character. I do have a Deadpool. I do have a lot of different Spider-Mans, and you know, I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan like the rest of my kids, but still pretty awesome. I do have Thing, and I have a Human Torch in his Flame On outfit, and I do like him like that. I don't really like him when he has like the Fantastic Four outfit on and he just has like an arm burnt or his face on fire. I like it when he's in full original comic Flame On. I like that, so I'm keeping that one. The gray Jack Kirby version of the Hulk. I forgot the other guy there. I do have the Hulk movie Hulk, but I like him because of the articulation, and I did like that. That's the Hulk where he looked like Brock Lesnar. Then I have some of the bigger figures and stuff. Then I have a couple other figures I may or may not deal with. I don't know yet. I just have a lot of stuff all over the place. So, and I did have the chance of picking up the Pop Culture Shock Ryu statue that this kid named Manny had today. His father gave me a price for it, and I was stupid. Then when Manny came by, I wanted to open it up to make sure everything was fine. He looked at the bottom, realized it was a limited run. He looked it up, and the damn thing's like $1,300. So it was my loss. I messed that up. If I just went ahead and gave him the money, they probably would have never been the wiser. So I learned from that. That's my fault, not nobody else's. And I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at Izzy's son Manny, because one, is his stuff, and two, I wouldn't blame him. If I looked at something and I'm like, oh, it's too much, I'll be like, nah, I'm sorry, bud. And he said it's sorry respectfully, And he realized it was worth a lot more than what he was selling it for. And of course, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have said, nah, I'm not selling it neither. At the end of the day, you know, it doesn't matter. It's your stuff. So you can't get mad at the guy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And I do have some other toys I'm going to be selling and stuff over time. So hopefully I'll have a lot more people buying. So right now, what did I put in the showcases already? I didn't have much. Thundercats. I think I had Lionel, Tiger. Tiger's not in the best condition, but not the worst. The King Mumra, not Warrior Mumra, and then a Thunder Tank. I never had a Thunder Tank growing up. Well, I was already a grown man when this shit was out, but you know what I mean. It is missing parts, but it is presentable, so I kept that. Then I had some Exo Squad stuff mixed in with I forgot what they call those guys that come on those big ass insect like ants and stuff like that. I got some of them guys. I have some what do they call Centurions and stuff like that. I got a nice amount of, and then I got He-Man figures that I actually put in one. All that stuff fit in one DTOF pretty decently. Then the other DTOF is right across from my NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. So that's where I'm gonna put all my vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I decided to keep that stuff. Then I have an area for the Marvel Legends, and now I gotta get some floating shelves so I can build stuff for the 25th anniversary G.I. Joe stuff that I have. And then I can work around the room. I'm taking my time because I want to do everything right. I want everything to be perfect. Because I don't want to be taking stuff off, drilling and replacing stuff here and there. This room, Isaiah's room, being that it's a smaller room, is ironic because this one I can actually fit, because the way the roof is slanted and stuff, I can actually fit five Besta shells in here. It won't fit a 6. It would if I could fit 2 or more in this area here, but we have even though it's a 1910 Victorian house, it is mostly newly renovated in a lot of areas. And this is this, we have what's called a multi-zone central air, which means like the first floor has its own unit, which is ground level right outside, in like the driveway backyard area. Then we have another unit that's on top of the back porch. I don't know who came up with that stupid idea or design. I guess they decided to do that to save more money on pipe and copper or whatever. Stupid design anyway, but whatever. And that controls the second floor in the attic. And then all the controls and all the stuff that helps control that particular unit is right here. And then of course the one where all the vents and everything for the first floor is in the basement. And we had a huge leak problem, so we got to do some roof repairs in our master bedroom. That's why we didn't paint or anything. It got to the point where it damaged a little bit of the wall, a nice big piece right above our bed, and it even caused some damage to our flooring from leakage. Because of when we brought it, there's a lot of shit, a lot of scum bucketish crap that they did that was messed up. But hey, I hate the fact that you're not there to see people when what goes around comes around. You always wish you can be there, but I'm pretty sure it happened to that heifer who the realtor, because the realtor was basically, she had relations with the owner, so that it's a whole big thing. So but the house is nice. Other than that, we're happy with it. It's big, and this is the first time ever in my life that I've always had my own area, my own room. My wife, everywhere I was, I had my own area where the rest of the house is still nice, and I had my own area and section to where my collectibles actually help add nice decor to our living quarters or wherever we lived at. And this is the first time I've ever actually had a man cave where, like, the last video you guys saw prior to this one, it was I had an office in a bedroom, and all my stuff snugly fit in there. Mass majority of it, except for the stuff that I brought up from down in the basement that I was just talking about. And I didn't realize that I had a lot more wall real estate than I thought, because I guess if you look at the staircase leading up from the second floor / third floor. If you ever hear me say second floor / third, that's because some people don't count a basement, some people do. So technically, our first floor, where the living room and the dining room and the kitchen is really the second floor, because we have a basement. But people technically consider that a first floor because the basement being subterranean. I don't. I consider each floor is part of the house. It's part of the build. So that's a level to me. Then of course the second floor is really the third. But again, that all depends on what you consider the basement to be. So the attic can be the third floor, let alone the fourth. Because God forbid if this house ever pancake, the basement is still considered a level, right? So technically there's 4 floors. So yeah, I already forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I like what I'm doing. I like what's going on there. My son did some sick shit with LEDs in his room. Like he really hooked that shit up. In a way, they both were happy to get out the attic, and I am too, because now when I have my own secluded area, and I like the fact that I think it will help motivate both of them to keep their room clean, because it was disgusting up here. We have an older house, so you have field mice that come in, and being that they boys will be boys. They sneak snacks and this, that, and the third. So mice were loving them, and it was filthy up here. Then my son get mad at games and he'll punch the wall. Isaiah really was up here, because they took the attic when we first moved here, and Isaiah. I mean, if I said Isaiah slept in this room 12 times, that's probably an overstatement. 3 years and he been in this room, he probably slept in here maybe 12 times, maybe. I just think that my oldest son was a little agitated with the fact that the wall has a slant, and he didn't have vertical walls. It was just that slant. It would be vertical here, then the slant here and whatnot. And then he get mad at games, just punch the wall. So I had to fix that. And I told him he ever do it again, I'm gonna knock every damn tooth out his face. And he's gonna remember me for the rest of his life, because he's gonna be the only 20-something-year-old kid with dentures in his mouth. And he knew I meant that shit, because kids are kids, man. But anybody got boys out there, boys try you. Boys will try you. And if I had a father like me, I wouldn't try him. But some kids, they these millenniums, man, they're something else. But anyhow, I had to fix up here, and I knew I had to repaint and do a lot of whole filling and then repaint. And I was like, well, since I got to do that office anyway, it just made sense for me to paint the second floor, the whole hallway. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that. It's not fit to Isaiah, since I'm doing this whole man cave thing and I'm painting that room. I might as well paint Isaiah's room. And then I was like, all right, well, since I'm going to do that, I might as well paint the whole hallway that leads from the second floor staircase all the way to the first floor, which is the foyer area, right across from like the dining room and the living room. Then I was like, I had so much paint and energy left over. I did everything in sections. So I was like, you know what? I might as well paint the living room too. So that's how I got to 8 rooms or 8 areas. So that's basically how that worked out, with a recovering shoulder. And let me tell you guys, my shoulder is killing me. It's been hurting me since the surgery. But I didn't do physical training or physical therapy. Physical therapy, because these guys out here don't do nothing. They don't tell you, they don't show. They basically say, hey, go ahead, do this. And that's it. Why am I paying? And why should my insurance pay for you to tell me to do something I can fucking stay home and do? So I was fed up with that. So that's why I don't go. I do my own physical therapy, just using a fucking paintbrush and doing this and massaging my arm and all that stuff. So I do it myself. And you gotta do it, because you gotta keep your arm. You gotta keep from getting what they call stiff or frozen shoulder, because then you're in a world of trouble if that ever happens, and it hurts. So it is what it is. So outside of that, like I said, I didn't get much. Today was nothing, man. Tony got his connect with this dude Anthony that I know, and they became real cool. So he gets everything basically. He gets all the game stuff from Anthony and stuff. So he got a Sega Saturn, which I wanted some other stuff. This I picked up from a guy named Kenny. It is in here. It is Pokemon Moon for the 3DS. Paid $5 for it. This other dude had this. Don't know the guy, but he gave me a good deal. I don't know why I picked up Killzone, but $10 for the both of them. Brand new copy of Resident Evil 5 for the I'm about to say for the Smurf, for the 360. and then Killzone for the PS4. $10 for the both of them. Why not? The Resident Evil 5 is worth that all by itself. Again, it is a brand new copy. Then the same guy I was talking about, Anthony, who always, he basically gives Tony all the video games when he got it. He gave me this game, this book. I wasn't gonna take it, and then he gave me this Captain America 2. It's only 2 books he had. He just gave it to me. I said thanks, and I took it. I was just gonna take the Captain America, but the way he was looking at me, I didn't want to seem ungrateful, so I just took it. Then I worked a deal out with Tony for this stuff. I'll explain this to you in a sec. We did pick up we did pick up a lot of vintage toys and stuff a little over a week ago in one of my places, and he drove me, so I did, without him driving me, I wouldn't be able to get none of this stuff. So I do feel a little guilty taking people. I don't really feel comfortable letting people in my world like that, but I really had no choice, because without having a driver or somebody drive me around, I wouldn't be able to get to a lot of this stuff, because my son doesn't really want to do nothing, and if you don't have nothing to do with him or his girlfriend, you guys know how that works. So it is what it is, man. So like I said, I did pick this up today. I'll put the receipt in here so that way I make sure I know what the receipt is. Cyberpunk for the PS4. Tony was talking about it, and he said, everybody is saying it's a great game, so I'm gonna look into it and see if I like it, and I'll probably play it. And something just fell, whatever. So this stuff here, these are the turtles and stuff that Tony got when we did our hunt. He kept a lot of stuff. I know I have Slash. This Slash does not have his belt. He wanted $30 for the whole thing. Actually, he wanted a little bit more, and we settled on $30. So it's crazy, considering that he wanted me to pay him cash, and he still owes me money. I think this is one of the second or the first or second version of April O'Neil. I don't know. I don't remember if I have her. So and at the end of the day, I do the same thing with him. Like, he wants 2 or 3 games. I'm like, nah, I'm selling everything. So he did the same thing to me. So ain't no harm, no foul. We got this Panda guy. I already know I got him. Everything in here I have. Because like I said, I was sitting there yesterday going through all the turtle stuff, and all I gotta do is put them away. Everybody else in here I have, like this. Yeah, I got everybody except for this. Who's this? The Phantom? Whatever. So there's a couple of Michelangelos in here. I could use that Michelangelo with the tongue sticking out. All these other ones are just basically going to go right back into the bin of stuff I would sell. And then you got Dino Riders and stuff in here, which I think I have some or all of them anyway. And I was looking this stuff up yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, so now I know when I see dinosaurs, I make sure I see Tycho on them. If I see Tycho on them, then I know that they're dinosaurs for Dino Riders. Because sometimes I can't distinguish. Like I said, I can't know every toy, yo. Cannot know every toy. So, was this bag worth the $30? Was this bag worth the $40? Yeah. Because the Dino Riders are like anywhere from $5 to like $20 each. Just the figures, so. So that's that. I was gonna go and start putting this stuff up, but you know how it is when you get tired and sleepy and stuff. You make more mistakes and you get too anxious and stuff like that. So I didn't want to do that. So I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm going to do is get ready to go to sleep. And I got more stuff for them all over the damn place. Oh man, this ain't looking like my old office already. I got crap everywhere. But like I said, like the only box stuff I kept, like for the PS3, I have Dance Dance Revolution in the box. I have, I think, 2 or 3. I have a guitar from the regular Guitar Hero for the PS2 in the box. And then I have 2 different versions of Guitar Hero for the PS2 as well. I think Guitar Hero 2 or something like that, a World Tour or something. I have those guitars box. Then I have a Call of Duty case with something in it. I don't know what the hell it is. Then for the Wii, I have Extreme Challenge in the box with the game, along with Active Life Outdoor, what's it, Outdoor Challenge in the box and everything as well. Then for the Wii, I have DJ Hero. Then I have the DJ Hero coffin thing for the 360, I believe. Got the poles and everything, but the coffin has to be taped shut. Then for the Wii, I have the Wii Fit and the Wii Fit Plus, and I also have the Wii Fit U, along with the Xbox 360, Tony Hawk Ride. All that stuff is boxed. And I was going to sell these as well, but I decided to keep them. The Ferrari GT Experience Racing Wheel, which is for the PS3 and the PC, in a box. And then I also, and that's from Thrustmaster, I believe. Then I also have from, I think, Logitech, I have the Logitech Driving Force GT steering wheel as well. That's also for the PC and I believe the PS3. So I have both of those, and I think one of them I think sells for like $70 the least, sold on eBay, and the other one is like $140 or something like that. I got them both for like I think $20 or $25 each. A while ago out thrifting on, I think it's obviously 2 different days, and I think only a week or 2 apart. And I grabbed those quick. And that's it as far as that stuff go. Because like I said, I sold the guy everything today. I gave him everything for $450. I just wanted to get rid of it. That was my number in my head. And I had 2 other people that was interested in it. And this one guy was being sarcastic when he would buy and say, "Hey, so you sell the GameStop?" I said, "Yeah, I sold it all for what I wanted." And you know, his lard fat ass and his dope fiend skinny friend. I can't stand that guy. He always like trying to rob people, and he wants to buy every game for fucking 50 cents. Then when he gets stuff, he likes to walk around bragging about it. And then he wants to sell it. He wants to sell everything for eBay and over eBay price, but he wants to buy everything for a quarter. Then get mad at you and want to rationalize with you why he wants to buy it and why it's not worth this and that. He's an asshole. I don't like him. He don't like me, and I don't like him. So, and the big, tall, fat sloth of a man that he was with was the one that asked me that question. And I was like, yeah, so I know he must have seen it, but whatever. So I'm like, damn, you got a lot of anger. Nah, yeah, but anyway, I am exhausted, so I'm gonna end this video, and I'm going to give you guys peace and farewell, y'all, and I'll be doing a room tour soon. Peace. Bye.